Okay, we are off. We got 3 clients today and a little bit of a distance driving here and there, so we're going to see how FSD does. There are 2 new clients that I have not been to before, so we'll see if it can find the correct address and driveway and or curbside parking. And since all 3 of these are going to be a little on the longer side, I might just split them all up, 1 each. This one's going to be about 24 minutes out. It is currently 19 degrees, so we're starting a lot warmer than the other day. And it is 83% on the battery. And we are in standard mode. And it gives us 268 estimated miles on 83% battery. It is 33 here. I really still do not know why that it is just so slow to speed up on these kind of roads. I mentioned before in the past, I think it has to do with maybe all the, as you can probably tell, all the unevenness maybe, but I don't know, I just still think it's a little too slow. I don't think it would be that bad at 30. I think we're going to be going into a deep freeze this weekend as well. I think we're getting back down to the single digits or to 0, maybe a little in the negative. Wind chill will definitely be in the negative. Cars don't feel wind chill, so they are more responsive obviously to what the temperature is reading. Like I said yesterday, I might kind of do a test run and put it activated and just let it run and see how much battery drain we get when it's super cold. There are some videos that are out there, but I kind of want to test it out for myself. So we'll see, and I guess it kind of depends on what's going on this weekend and how I'm feeling. Okay, we're coming up to this traffic circle. There's nothing on our left, so we keep going. That was well done. I still haven't had a chance to wash the Cybertruck since I've been back from Florida. It's just been really way too cold to do it. Yesterday probably would have been a good day, but I had clients all the way through the day and into later evening. And obviously the temperatures had dropped, so I just really didn't get even a chance to try to do it. So we're getting ready to come up onto the highway, 86 East. It is 55. Posted speed limit. And let's see how she does. Okay, we're kind of getting up to speed like you should on an on-ramp. You should get up to speed. So you can get into the flow of traffic and not disrupt it. Great, well done. Now we'll figure out what she's going to cruise at on the highway. stays in standard. She seems to be holding around 63, 64. So we'll see if that continues. Drive, so if you want to fast forward through it, that is perfectly fine. Alright, we're going to get over to allow this car to merge in. That was really nicely done. Feathered it right into the lane. There was a car beside us, so that was great. No hesitancy and pretty narrow gap, and it took it. We are going to want this Scranton, New York City 81 South. This is one of the lanes we can be in. As is this one. Signal, so that wasn't too bad. Probably not really necessary to turn the turn signal on, but I understand why it did it. But I mean, I'm in the car. If someone was behind me, they'd be wondering why I had my turn signal on and then why I turned it off. Still 55 through this section. We will eventually get up to 65. But that's a little ways out. We seem to be hovering around 62, which is fine. Most people actually go a little faster on this road. But for right now, we're just going to leave it, let it go. Maybe two, I think it's during the holiday update, you can kind of, alright, I don't know if you guys can see on the top of this tractor trailer, there's been a lot in the news. There is ice, sheets of solid ice on the top of it hanging off. There have been a couple of accidents where those have flown off and hit the windshield of the cars behind it. My mom and I driving to Florida actually had that happen. It did hit the car, but it did not do any damage. We actually had that with 3 different tractor trailers. So if you're a tractor trailer driver up there, get the word out. Please clean your top of your trailer. It is very dangerous at those high rate of speeds. It can create serious damage and death. You could actually kill somebody with that. It happened locally in this area a few years ago, that exact same thing. What I was going to say is the holiday update, we had the ability now to document how our FSD drives are, like what percentages, and I am currently hovering at 97%, so I pretty much use FSD all the time. The only time I really disengage it is if it is a time where it's maybe doing a wrong navigation, or I need to kind of repark it somewhere. Other than that, I usually use FSD. And we are now up to 65 miles posted. Taking the Scranton 81 South section over here. I mean, so far so good. It's really been doing very, very well. As far as maneuvering, lane changes, route selection, still a little, I don't know, a little weird, but that has nothing really to do with FSD. That's a whole separate entity. And we appear to be hovering around 70. Chuckling to myself, if you have an EV, you're going to know this to be true. The other day it was reading 0, 1, 0, and -1 temperatures in the morning, and EVs heat up extremely quickly. They're almost like gas stoves are to electric stoves. Gas stoves are almost instant heat. Electric stoves take a little while to warm up. Same kind of thing with combustion engines versus EV. Combustion engines, you know, you gotta get the engine warm, and alright, so there is a car on our left. There is a tractor trailer here. Oh, see all that ice? That came from a tractor trailer. I would bet my life on it. It was gonna go over, and then it decided not to let this car go. I really don't know why, because it's got what, 600 and, I don't know, 25 horsepower. It could have just zoomed right over and gone. It decided not to. So anyway, back to the combustion engine. So they were saying how they were getting into work, and you know, their cabin area was just getting warm, and I was just thinking, yep, you gotta warm the engine up, and then you got all this other working parts that have to come together so that the inside of your car gets warm. And EVs, even if you started at a dead cold stop, within no more than a few minutes, your cabin will be right up to temperature. So that's another advantage, I guess, for having an EV. Instant heat. One of the YouTubers or somewhere, I don't know, I was either reading it or watching it, that the percentage of people who use FSD versus those that don't is a big gap. I think those of us who like technology and are really just into this, I think we're just like, you know, over hyper gung-ho about it. And I think it's just kind of a smaller group of us that really just see the benefits and see the innovation and see the possibilities and see the future use of it and understand the safety. And reliability and kind of, you know, sticking through it with its good and its bad. And some of the OGs have obviously seen some of the worst of it and have, you know, kind of kept pushing forward and keep, you know, supplying information and doing their videos to, you know, kind of just support the technology. But it seems like those who really don't care about it, just, I don't think they really understand it, or they really haven't used it. And I don't think they really can fully understand how it could apply to their daily activities, their daily life. Like I said, I use it all my stats tell me 97% of the time. Whether it's just running errands, parking, coming to work, going to my mom's, which is just down the street from me. So there's just, so if you're not feeling well that day, it's going to help you out. Long trips, it's going to help you out. Less muscle fatigue, less brain fatigue. And I am somebody that absolutely loves to drive. To me, driving is something that I remember as a young child. I could not wait to turn 16 so I could get behind the wheel. It just fascinated me. I loved it. So I am a pro, hands-on, feel the car, feel the road, feel the engine, all of it. And I am here to say that I love FSD. It is just amazing. It's just fascinating. The technology intrigues me. So if you're out there kind of on the fence, you know, please try it out. You know, you don't have to use it every day or whatever, but really I think once more people understand it and get used to it, or understand, you know, how it can incorporate and blend into your daily activities and daily life, I really think people will start embracing it a little bit more. I really started this channel not because I was going to get a lot of followers, which I don't have, but I kind of just did it because there were just so many people, even in my own circle, that were just so negative on EVs, they're so negative on Tesla, so negative on full self-driving, that I just kind of wanted to show, like, hey, I'm a normal person. I go to work, I run errands, and this is how it incorporates in my life. This is what it does for me. This is what it can do for you. And I don't sugarcoat it, and I don't edit the videos, as you could probably tell. So what you're seeing is what I'm showing you. There's nothing. It's raw right across the board. If it messes up, you see that. If it does well, you see that too. And this is really, really a fun vehicle to drive. It really is. And I think even if I didn't have FSD, I would be having a blast in this thing. The few moments that I do drive it, I'm like, oh, this is so awesome. And why don't I drive it more? Well, one, I don't want to mess up my stats. That drives me crazy. I like having my stats in that 97, 98% range. So that actually is part of it. And then the other part of it is just I really enjoy FSD and seeing what it can do and how it manages complex situations or not complex situations. Everybody, I'm getting kind of close to where I need to turn off, so I'm going to kind of end the video here, and we will pick it up on the next one. Whether I'm blending all of my trips today together or keeping it separated, I'm not quite sure yet, But anyway, thanks for watching this far if you have, and like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. And we will definitely catch you on the next one. Have a great day.